Here's an important question I wanted to ask you all in regards to this ongoing investigation. And by investigation, I guess technically there's two. You got the one that Jacob and he's conducting it from the police station. And then, of course, the one that Detective Kat has been, taken into her own hands. And sadly, she's been doing things outside of the law that will make things a lot more difficult to actually pin Leslie down for anything permanently because of the fact that she's doing some illegal things. And if I'm not mistaken, these little things can turn out to backfire in Kat's face. Like, case in point, I'm referencing the helmet and the gloves. Now, in the promo for this week, I believe Jacob tells Kat, who's very excited, that the gloves and helmet we found match the ones from the video footage. My question is, so that must mean Kat somehow plants that evidence so that Jacob can find it. And the reason she did that is because Jacob warned her, you can't just go into Eva's hotel room and snoop around looking for evidence you think might be there. Because if you take that stuff without a warrant, then it's stolen. And next thing you know, you could end up locked up for stealing, and or even worse for your case, if this evidence is proof that Leslie was the one to do it, then we can't use that against her because it's stolen. So regardless, because things aren't moving at the pace that Kat wants, she's going to end up fumbling. Now, here are two questions though. Number one, theoretically speaking, what if Eva did end up getting arrested? Now, here's the thing though. Initially, I don't think she'll get arrested because, I'm sure if when Jacob and the police come across this evidence, they'll do DNA runs and stuff like that. And then, of course, it will be Leslie's hair, DNA, things like that, fingerprints in the gloves and whatnot. Okay? Now, Kat thankfully was wearing gloves, unlike when she put on the jacket. And somebody did remind me, well, Jeremy, to be fair to Kat, when she first put the jacket on, she didn't know that it was potential evidence and whatnot. Good, fair point. But when it comes to the gloves and whatnot, she knew not to touch them. However, Eva, we did see her grab the bag from her mom's apartment, so it's unknown if she herself opened the bag and touched the helmet and touched the gloves. If she did, it's possible she could get arrested too, but I'm not 100% sure. Now, I don't think she'd get arrested because if Kat plants the evidence somewhere, then they can't really pin Eva for it unless they get a warrant to search her hotel room. Although, I don't think they will, because if Kat told Jacob to get a search warrant for Eva's room, why would she take the helmet and gloves? Because Jacob would just pop up unannounced. And if the evidence is really there, then she's screwed. But my question is, let's say for whatever reason, let's say Eva did get arrested. Do you think Tomas would try to help out legally on his end? Do you think he'd try to do something to help get her out? If he did, good and well that would piss Kat off because first of all, so you wouldn't help me come up with a case against Leslie, but you would put together a legal case in order to get Eva out. And I feel like what would happen in the midst of Kat going back and forth with Tomas is that she would let it slip up about him being in her hotel room. And it's like, whoa, how'd you know I was in her hotel room? And from there, that would reveal that she was hiding. And that evidence that the police found that linked Eva to the crime that she was hiding, being the helmet and the gloves. Because remember, Tomas was curious about what leverage Eva had over her mom, but she wouldn't say. But Tomas, being smart, would put two and two together. you're the one who you were in her room, you found that evidence, and then you left it for the cops. And then, Tomas would go tell the authorities, and that would lead to Eva and Leslie getting released from jail. So basically, I think Kat would break the rules in order to put Leslie and possibly Eva away. And then in the midst of her getting flustered over something, she let it slip out about knowing that Tomas was in the room. And then Tomas put two and two together. So the evidence Kat stole would no longer be valid, leading to their release. So even though Kat was right, she would end up ruining things in the end. But with that being said, let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Like and subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next video.